Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Tamiru Nimsal. Let's have a look at the headlines. Government plans ahead for climate change. Tea industry will achieve set targets, Tea Board Chairman says. News in detail. A progress review meeting on climate change initiatives brought together key advisors and experts to discuss strategies to strengthen the nation's response to climate change. The meeting was chaired by President Ranil Wickremesinghe at the Presidential Secretariat yesterday. Addressing the meeting, President Wickremesinghe stressed the importance of resilience on both local and global fronts. President Wickremesinghe said that finance is the lifeblood of any endeavour and the country needs to build substantial strength in this arena. The President's call for action was backed by his observation that while numerous climate change initiatives are proposed, limited attention is given to the vital matter of financing. The President also said Sri Lanka's expertise in international economics, especially in climate financing linked to debt management, positions Sri Lanka uniquely. President Wickremesinghe also proposed the establishment of a national consultative committee with the involvement of private and public sector agencies. The President also proposed the establishment of an international climate change university as a global research hub and a testament to Sri Lanka's dedication. Senior advisor to the President on climate change, Ruwan Wijewardena, informed about discussions with prominent universities regarding the establishment of the Climate Change University. Advisor to the President on Environment, Climate and Green Finance, Ananda Mallavatantri, presented a comprehensive proposal for collaborations with international universities. The importance of showcasing Sri Lanka's best practices through a pavilion and hosting discussions was also emphasized. The UK government made another assurance that they will provide grants for the health sector, including knowledge-sharing fellowships. The assurance came from the British Acting High Commissioner Lisa Vanstall, called on Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena at the Temple Trees in Colombo yesterday. British Acting High Commissioner Lisa Vanstall called on Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena together with a delegation from Fleming Fund of UK Department of Health and Social Care to discuss commencement of the second phase of UK aid programme to Sri Lanka. The British Acting High Commissioner said the healthcare grants programme, which was halted for the last couple of years due to COVID pandemic, will be resumed in the month of January next year. Under this grant, assistance will be provided to support to generate, share and use antimicrobial resistance data to reduce drug resistance. It will also support public health surveillance to help improve patient health, inform national health policies and warn emerging threats. The grant program will be implemented with the assistance of the Ministry of Health, World Health Organization and other agencies, and under this program, training fellowships will also be provided to health sector staff. The Prime Minister thanked the United Kingdom for selecting Sri Lanka as a recipient of this healthcare program, which will be immensely useful to advance the health system in the country. He pointed out that Sri Lanka Health Service is based on the British system and there will not be any difficulty in implementing such healthcare programs. British Council's Country Director Orlando Edwards, who also joined in the delegation, presented a set of publications on English language training methods of the Council to the Prime Minister. Prime Minister Gunawardena urged the Acting High Commission and the British Council to introduce English language education to youths in rural areas. Sri Lanka Tea Board yesterday expressed the belief that the industry will successfully achieve its ambitious export goals by end of 2023 despite facing mixed results so far in the year. Tea Board Chairman Niraj Damel opines that the board is in a target of 265 to 270 million kilo crop and an export income of $2.1 billion by year end. Sri Lanka Tea Board Chairman said the expected uptick in exports is bolstered by the industry's capacity to address a 30 million kilo crop deficit during the final quarter of the year, driven by increasing demand for tea. He also added that the performance of the industry is set to improve as the tea sold up to July will soon reflect in the market and the country will achieve over $2 billion as the Tea Board has managed to record over $100 million in sales per month. Acknowledging the unusual dry spell experienced across the country, the mill remained hopeful about the prospect of steady rainfall during the upcoming mini-rush period from October to November. He further added that this crucial time frame marks another round of crop harvesting for states, potentially alleviating some of the challenges posed by the dry weather conditions. Tea Board Chairman also emphasized that the board is closely monitoring the impact of the dry spell on green leaf production as it is little too soon to speculate whether the export targets will need revision. As per data analyzed by Forbes and Walker Research, during the first 7 months of 2023, tea exports have declined by 9%, whilst earnings jumped 24% from a year earlier. A total of 135 million kilos of tea was shipped during January to July this year, compared with almost 150 million kilos in the corresponding period of 2022, reflecting a 13 million kilo drop year-on-year basis. However, the cumulative tea production from January to July 2023 reached 155.82 million kilograms, marking a growth of 2.59 million kilograms compared to the 153.23 million kilograms recorded during the same period in 2022. Stay tuned, we will return after this short commercial break.
IWS Aviation.
Welcome back after the break. The Cabinet of Ministers approved making amendments to the previous extraordinary gazette notification to harmonise power infrastructure expansion and environmental preservation. Cabinet spokesperson Minister Bandula Gunawardena said this during the post-cabinet press conference on Tuesday. The move comes as a response to the need for constructive alternatives that minimize the impact on the Muthurajawala Environmental Protection Area. Accordingly, the Cabinet had authorised the construction of a power line from Kelawara Pitiya Grid substation to the Nugape Junction. The Minister said the objective of authorising the Environment Minister is to enable the issuance of a new gazette notification through the Central Environment Authority. The newly proposed gazette notification will categorise the construction of a power line along a modified route as a permissible activity. The CEA and the CEB has advised a shift from the original construction plan along the Mudiyanse Canal within the Muthurajawala Environmental Protection Area. Minister Bandula Gunawardena said the recommendation is to consider constructing the power line along the boundary of the Environmental Protection Area. The Minister further said this adjustment aims to curtail potential environmental impact while maintaining the required power infrastructure development. The proposal to this effect was submitted by Power and Energy Minister Kanchana Wijesekara. The Lanka Chamber of Commerce and Industry convened its 15th annual general meeting with the High Commissioner of India, Gopal Bagle, gracing the occasion as the chief guest. The annual general meeting was convened in Colombo recently. The President of the Council, Ramesh David, noted that recent interactions between the leadership from both countries have set the stage for elevating bilateral engagement. The impending Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement was underscored as a priority, offering the potential to amplify trade and stimulate economic growth for both countries. Highlighting the synergy between India's thriving IT industry and Sri Lanka's tech-savvy workforce, he advocated for enhanced collaboration to meet the demand for IT-enabled services. The President also drew attention to the significant investment potential in the renewable energy sector, particularly onshore wind power, solar power and offshore wind power. It was noted that offshore wind power would contribute to energy security and enable the production and export of zero-carbon emission fuels. He also acknowledged the role played by India in aiding Sri Lanka's recovery from the significant economic, social and political challenges faced over the past year and a half. High Commissioner Bagle also endorsed the call for enhanced collaboration relating to the IT sector, which he hailed as the pivotal contributing factor towards India's transformation. The High Commissioner reiterated that India's transformation was done through facilitating more efficient business processes, the delivery of citizen-centric services and enhanced transparency. The Export Development Board reactivated the National Packaging Centre with the Packaging Design Display Unit in its premises to enhance the growth of the local manufacturing industry. The inauguration took place at the Sri Lanka Export Development Board premises on the 15th of this month. The inauguration saw the participation of the Industries Ministry Secretary Tilaka Jayasundara and EDB Chairman Kingsley Bernard. The objective of the centre is to enhance the value of export products through the utilisation of local packaging solutions and to minimise post-harvest losses. The government, under its interim budget, has identified that the NPC needs to be reactivated for the promotion and development of the packaging industry. At present, packaging in Sri Lanka is seldom given active attention in production, marketing and distribution in terms of both domestic and export trade. Post-harvest losses in agriculture produce run high from the farm gate up to the consumers. Inadequate packaging has been identified as a major cause of post-harvest losses. Absence of an independent third-party packaging performance certification authority has affected the reliability of many of the packaging reforms that are locally made. The National Packaging Centre aims to benefit various stakeholders such as exporters, packaging industry players, manufacturers, designers and potential entrepreneurs. It serves as the national focal point for packaging development projects. Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on negative notes today. The all share price index dropped 122.55 points to close at 11,262.92 and the S&P SL20 dropped 53.52 points to close at 3,195.65. The turnover was 2.4 billion rupees and over 74 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. That's all on news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook.